So the past few knives that Valve have released in CSGO haven't really been received that well, considering as a lot of them are a lot cheaper than some of the other knives that have come out years ago. So that leads me to this question: does CSGO need new knives, or are we better off with getting more knife skins? Because if you don't know what happened, guys, back in the Chroma and the Chroma 2 cases, we were introduced to Dopplers, Tiger Tooths, Rust Coats, all the newer knife skins that came out, and those are still valued very high today. I think all the knife patterns in the Chroma 2 case were received very well. We can see that by Doppler, the Tiger Tooth, and the Marble Fade being some of the most valuable skin patterns in the game, and we've seen that just based on the market. It shows there's more of a demand for them, while we see the Falchion, the Bowie Knife, and the Shadow Daggers not receiving these types of skin patterns, and they're not really valued that well, even though they're completely new knives. I don't think Valve needs to add new knives into the game. I think what they need to do is add some new knife patterns. If we've seen anything from the Chroma 2 case, it's that people will get excited for knife patterns just like they will get excited for a new knife, because it seems like every time a new knife has been introduced, it's popular for the first few weeks and then it loses popularity and you rarely see people using it. For example, how many people have you seen with the Bowie knife? I'm sure it's not that many. Also, I feel like it would be a great time to introduce the Chroma skins to other weapons. Currently, it's not on the Butterfly, the Huntsman, or any of the newer knives such as the Shadow Daggers, Falchion, and Bowie Knife. I feel like it would be really cool to see some of these Chroma patterns introduced onto those other knives. I feel like a lot of people have wanted it for a while now, and it would be something really awesome to see. Also, they could introduce newer patterns that would be available for all the knives. It's disappointing to see some of the patterns are only available on some knives, because I don't know about you, but I think a Huntsman Doppler would look pretty fucking sick. There's only so many knives you can make too, to the point where it will just become a little ridiculous. In my opinion, the Bowie knife is way too big, and it kinda doesn't really fit the theme of CS for me. It just looks really ridiculous, and it just doesn't seem like it goes along with the game at all. The Shadow Daggers are also another one that are kinda weird. I think they're pretty cool, but once again, I just don't think they really fit in the game. The Falchion knife is like one of the only newer knives that I think actually fits in with the theme of the game. It's kind of like a flip knife hybrided with something else. It looks like it goes with the game, while the other two just kind of don't, and they seem kind of out of place and awkward. It's been a very long time since we've seen any new knife patterns, and that leads me to believe that in the next case or in the upcoming future, instead of seeing a regular knife being added to the game, like a brand new knife, we're going to see some more knife patterns added to the game. I think that would be really interesting. It would mix things up a bit, and it would be really cool. If you look on the Steam Community Workshop, there's actually a lot of people who are already creating these patterns, and some of them look pretty fucking cool. Also, I think it would be really interesting to see what would happen if there was Doppler skins and the Tiger Tooth and Marble Fade. All those things from the Chroma cases and the Chroma 2 cases were introduced on over to the other knives. I feel like the value would go up a lot. I know the Huntsman knife is one of the most popular knives in the game, but what's currently holding it back from reaching the height of like something like maybe an M9 Doppler is the fact that it doesn't have the Doppler skin. If you put that on there, I feel like it would really go well with the economy, and I feel like skins with those values would go up a lot, because like I said, a Huntsman Doppler looks pretty fucking cool. I feel like a lot of people would be willing to spend a lot of money for that, especially because it would be brand new. But those are just my thoughts on if Valve should add new knives to CSGO. I think they should personally add patterns. That's the main thing I want to say with this video. I don't think new knives really work in this game at the moment. They should come out, but they shouldn't come out as frequently as they are right now. Knife patterns would be a much better decision, and I feel would add to the game a lot. Tell me what you guys think though. What do you think? Do you think they should add new knives, new knife patterns? What do you guys think about that? Tell me in the comments down below. And if you like this video, how about you hit that like button? And if you dislike this video for some odd reason, how about you hit that dislike button? And if you're new, how about you subscribe? When this video does reach 500 likes, we'll be uploading the next one. So be sure to smack that like button. But yeah, guys, this has been the Chosen One Inc. And as always, peace out.